microeconomic. As I told you students, I will give you some hints that you can able to learn it properly. Now you know students, in small in junior KG हम लोग A for apple, B for ball पढ़ते थे, आपको पता ही होगा. सो सेम एज फीचर ऑफ माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक भी हम लोग ऐसे ही लर्न करेंगे, बट 1 to 1 हम लोग पहले वी विल गो टू द एग्जैक्ट पार्ट, व्हाट द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस फीचर्स. उसके बाद हम लोग बताएंगे कि उसे लर्न कैसे करते हैं. जस्ट लुक एट दिस एस एल. खाली आपको ये वर्ड्स याद में रखने हैं, लाइक स्लैब्स बर्स पी. स्लैब बर्स पी याद रखने से फीचर ऑफ माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक. ओके, now features of microeconomic. Whenever we are talking about features of microeconomic, so this types of question may become, it will come for your 10 marks or 8 mark questions. So this is the important question. Okay, first of all, next is features of microeconomic. जब हम लिखते हैं तो first of all you should write a meaning, then definition, then first introduction, then meaning, then definition, and then features of microeconomic. This is the pattern of writing the answers. Okay, now study of individual unit. So when we are talking about study of individual unit, तो यहाँ पे वर्ड है एक इंडिविजुअल. मैंने आपको कल ही बोला था माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक में एक वर्ड हमेशा आता है, इंडिविजुअल एंड पर्टिकुलर. यस, हमेशा, ऑलवेज microeconomic deals with individual units. It's always deals with individual unit. Individual consumer, individual producer. एक ही इंडिविजुअल, एक पर्सन के साथ वो डील करता है, सारे सब लोगों के साथ डील नहीं करता. इट नॉट डील्स विथ ऑल पर्सन. सो दैट्स व्हाई माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक बोला गया है कि इट्स अ स्टडी ऑफ अ बिहेवियर ऑफ अ स्मॉल इंडिविजुअल इकोनॉमिक. जैसे कि इंडिविजुअल फर्म हो गया, फर्म यानी कि बिजनेस. इंडिविजुअल शॉप हो गया. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपके यहाँ पे बहुत सारे शॉप है, एन नंबर ऑफ शॉप्स है, बट अगर हम माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक की स्टडी कर रहे हैं, इफ यू आर डूइंग अ स्टडी ऑफ माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक, तो हमें एक ही शॉप के बारे में रिसर्च करना है. ओनली वी स्टडी अबाउट ओनली वन शॉप. So that's why microeconomic is deals with individual firms, individual prices, individual households. Now next is limited scopes. अभी now in your test books में जो second है, it is a okay. Next is limited scope. Now limited scope means what? यहाँ पे ना एक लिमिटेड स्कोप है. वाई लिमिटेड स्कोप? बिकॉज हमें वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट ओनली वन इंडिविजुअल पर्सन, वन इंडिविजुअल फर्म. So because of that, what happened? They always talk about limited scope. अगर हम माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक की बात करेंगे, इट इज कम अंडर लिमिटेड स्कोप. इट नॉट डील विद नेशन वाइड. ये पूरे नेशन के बारे में नहीं पूछती. इट्स ओनली टॉक अबाउट ओनली वन पर्सन, one firm. So that's why it is a limited scope. ये नहीं देखते कि there are how many people who are unemployed, कितने जन के पास जॉब नहीं है. It's never talk about this. ये खाली एक ही पर्सन के बारे में देखेगी, वो पर्सन जॉबलेस है या एम्प्लॉयड है, बस. What is the salary of that person? What is the expenditure of that person? इंडिविजुअल फर्म्स. अगर हम बिजनेस के बारे में, तो इंडिविजुअल बिजनेस के बारे में देखिए, तो लिमिटेड स्कोप है. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज अ लिमिटेड स्कोप. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज एनालिसिस. नाउ व्हाट इज एनालिसिस मीन्स? एनालिसिस मीन्स स्टडी. ओके, एनालिसिस मीन्स स्टडी. सो एनालिसिस ऑफ मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर. Microeconomic, with the help of microeconomics, you are able to learn, or you're able to study the analysis, you're able to study the market structure. Now what is market structure? For example, I give you example of of early time. Okay, पहले क्या होता था in the early ages before 30 to 35 years ago. Okay, so there is only one shop in your area, and because of this, if you want to ask your father, you can ask, or mother, कि in your area sometime there is only one shop. तो एक शॉप होने की वजह से क्या होता था, एंड देर आर मेनी बायर्स बहुत सारे होते थे, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस व्हाट हैपन कि ये शॉपकीपर जैसे चाहे वैसे प्राइस लगा सकता है, बिकॉज ओनली वन सेलर आर देयर ना, सो वो उसके हाथ में होता था. तो यहाँ पे यही चीज बोला गया है कि एनालिसिस ऑफ मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर like perfect competition. Now what is perfect competition, student? Perfect competition means many buyers and many sellers. यहाँ पे buyers भी बहुत सारे होंगे, sellers भी बहुत सारे होंगे. But I want to ask you several question कि ऐसा ज़रूरी है क्या कि जितने buyers हो उतने ही sellers हो? Okay, for example, we take an example of a railway. Okay, railway. ओके, रेलवे रन्स बाय गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर. हमारे पास रेलवे कितनी है? एक ही है ना, बाय गवर्नमेंट. ओके, सो अगर गवर्नमेंट टिकट जितनी भी चार्ज करेगी, हमें तो जाना ही है रेलवे से, तो वी शुड पे अ चार्ज, बिकॉज देयर इज नो ऑप्शंस ना, ऑप्शंस ही नहीं है हमारे पास. सो इट इज मिथ, इट इज एन एजम्पशन. ये जरूरी नहीं कि परफेक्ट कॉम्पिटिशन हो, बिकॉज इफ यू टेक ए एग्जाम्पल ऑफ रेलवे, रेलवे एक ही है एंड बायर्स बहुत सारे हैं. रेलवे, देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ पीपल हु आर ट्रैवलिंग फ्रॉम रेलवे. सो इफ रेलवे इज इंक्रीजिंग द टिकट फेयर, सो वी शुड अप्रूव विद दिस, बिकॉज देयर इज नो ऑप्शन फॉर अस. नेक्स्ट थिंग इज monopolistic competition, oligopoly. Now all this thing, now we like one person, one seller is there and many buyers is there. तो ये जो मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर है, एनालिसिस ऑफ मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर, दिस इज एजम्पशन. ये हम लोग एक एजम्पशन करके, एजम्पशन मतलब अपने हिसाब से सोचना, एज्यूम करके ही कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू टेक ए एग्जाम्पल ऑफ कि यहाँ पे आपके नेबरहुड. ओके, वी टेक एग्जाम्पल ऑफ योर नेबरहुड. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू डोंट नो हाउ मच द सैलरी ऑफ योर नेबरहुड. 10,000 भी हो सकती है, 12,000 भी हो सकती है, बट देयर स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग इज गुड. बट देयर स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर, when you are assuming the market structure by asking an individual consumer, कब होता है? जब आप एक इंडिविजुअल कंज्यूमर की डिमांड के बारे में सोचोगे कि उसे क्या चीज पसंद है, व्हाट ही लाइक्स एंड व्हाट ही डिसलाइक्स. Now afterward, price theory. Now when we are talking about price theory, students, so the main thing coming, that is factor of production and the goods and services जिसकी जो prices है. For example, we take an example over here. Just wait. So when we are talking about price theory, sometimes what happen, so many people, यहाँ पे हम लोग एक इंडिविजुअल कंज्यूमर की बात कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो वी टेक अ एग्जांपल ऑफ इंडिविजुअल बिजनेसमैन. अभी एक बिजनेसमैन है, सबसे पहले उसने व्हाट ही डिड, ही परचेस अ लैंड कॉस्ट रुपीज, ही परचेस अ लैंड ऑन रेंट. हाँ, उसने रेंट पे खरीदा है, तो इट कॉस्ट रुपीज 20,000 रेंट है उसका. ओके, आफ्टरवर्ड ही टेक अ कैपिटल, he take a loan from bank, so it interest rupees, if approximately he take a loan of rupees 20 lakh, so we assume that उसका 20,000 it is a interest, monthly interest. Okay, I'm talking about monthly. Afterward wages, उससे लेबर्स को टोटल वेजेस, अगर लेबर्स को वेजेस उसको देना है, टोटल वेजेस इज 20,000. ओके, एंड नेक्स्ट थिंग इज प्रॉफिट. नाउ ये हो गए उसके एक्सपेंडिचर्स, 20,000 20,000 20,000, टोटल हो गया 60,000. नाउ व्हाट हैपन स्टूडेंट, कि अभी उससे एक प्रोडक्ट मैन्युफैक्चर, ही वांट टू मैन्युफैक्चर वन प्रोडक्ट and he is running a one marker industry. he is making a marker, okay, ink mark. सो अप्रोक्सीमेटली उसके पास जो प्रोडक्ट है, अगर प्रोडक्ट की रिसोर्सेस तो लाने पड़ेंगे, लाइक प्लास्टिक्स आर देयर, इंक्स आर देयर. सो अप्रोक्सीमेटली इट कॉस्ट रुपीज हाउ मच? इट कॉस्ट रुपीज 25,000. नाउ व्हाट इज द टोटल? 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 25. So approximately it cost 85,000. 85,000 its cost. But how much profit? Abhi, if we are thinking about business, the businessman is always thinking about profit. So अगर उसे प्रॉफिट के बारे में सोचना है तो what he will did, 85,000 is the expenditure, तो वो सोचेगा कि मुझे प्रॉफिट हो, तो वो है ना मार्कर. व्हेन ही मेकिंग अ मार्कर, तो मार्कर का जो रेट है वो समझो अगर 80,000 में उसे होना चाहिए, जो प्रोडक्शन वो कर रहा है वो 80,000 में होना चाहिए, और उसके बाद 85,000 उसका एक्सपेंडिचर है. सो इट मीन्स 5,000 विल बी प्रॉफिट. So price theorem means what? In a short term, the businessman is always thinking about profit. वो ऐसे ही प्राइस लगाएगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, डिमांड अगर बढ़ रही है तो he will increase the price also. But what happened? Sometime like इंडिविजुअल पर्सन के बारे में सोचेंगे. वी विल थिंक अबाउट वन इंडिविजुअल पर्सन, वन इंडिविजुअल बिजनेसमैन. सो afterward next is based on certain assumptions. Now based on certain assumption we will see before also, जब हमने देखा था, when we will see that one of you asked your neighborhood, अब when of you just assume that your neighborhood salary is 20,000, but actual salary उसकी कितनी है? 10,000. but you assumed, अभी आप उसके घर पे जा सकते. that's why what, her standard of living, on the basis of her standard of living आपने assume किया, you assume that her salary is 20,000. so this is the certain assumption. Microeconomic is based on certain assumption. It is not always right. We assume sometime. हम लोग कभी कभी assume कर लेते. For example, what you did, you try to assume that what is the monthly income of that shop owner, what is the monthly expenditure of shop owner. So sometimes it happens. So you are assuming the things. You are started assuming. So that's why microeconomic is based on certain assumptions. So afterward, that is uses of marginalism principle. Now when you are talking about marginalism principle, so marginalism means what, student? The changes which is brought in total by an additional unit. Now we take an example of Colgate, okay? So Colgate had started with one brand only, that is Colgate. But as competition is increasing, he has started making different products. Sorry, he started making different products. Okay, you can anyone write in a chat box which type of products Colgate had started now making, preparing. Like Colgate salts are there. Yes, very good. Colgate salts. Yes. Okay, Colgate Neem. Okay, Patanjali. No, I'm talking about only Colgate brand. Okay, what type of products? Okay, Colgate is not making soaps. For answering. Okay, now what happened? Uses of marginalism principle. Now marginal analysis. First of all, we go with this marginal analysis. Why marginal study is important? Because the variable means the changes happen because of one additional unit. If we take an example of Colgate Ved Shakti, okay, or we, okay, just wait. If you take an example of Colgate Weight Shakti, as one student given us, okay, before some year ago when there is no competition in market, so one simple Colgate brand is going on, but as competition is increasing, what happened? Colgate has launched Colgate Salt, Colgate Weight Shakti. So now we are taking an example of Colgate Weight Shakti. So here starting with the Colgate Weight Shakti. So now in simple Colgate, they add some Ayurvedic products. They add some additional units. Additional unit of what? Ayurvedic products. So afterward, he will called as Colgate Ved Shakti. So now people have starting. Now Colgate Ved Shakti price is also high because they adding a one additional unit in that. So it automatically its price will be increasing. But people had started to try this Colgate Weight Shakti, and people liking this product, and slowly and gradually demand is getting increase. So because of this, producer has satisfied that yes, my consumer is getting satisfied with my product, with my additional unit product which I started in market. So marginalism principle means what? कि anywhere when we are when we are adding some additional unit, जब भी हम कोई एडिशनल यूनिट हमारे प्रोडक्ट में ऐड करते हैं, जैसे कोलगेट ने ऐड किया व्हाट आयुर्वेदास, तो ऑटोमेटिकली people are thinking about their health. People are starting purchasing Colgate Weight Shakti, and people love that product. So yes, producer and consumer already satisfy that. Yes, producer why satisfy? Yes, Anurag, good example. So producer had satisfied that yes, my product is reach with my consumer and he and she will be satisfied. So जो decision है marginalism principle का, nowadays it is most important thing because daily competition increase हो रहा है. तो businessman, it is important for businessman to add additional unit in that product, and her consumer or his consumer should be satisfied with that product. So marginalism principle is the study of that additional unit. जो उसने की है additional unit उसके commodity में, उसके लिए marginalism principle use आता है. Okay, it is useful to study this type of things. Afterwards, slicing method. Okay, slicing method means what? Slicing method means one apple is there. We are cutting this apple in several parts. Okay. So slicing method means what? Whenever we are always study microeconomic in a slicing, we always split, we always divide this microeconomic into n number of parts. Because as I already told you, in microeconomic we study about small individual unit, and separately we go in a detail in each and every small part, like study of individual income. We are not here study about national income, we study about individual income. Next is partial equilibrium. Yes, this is the most important thing, that is partial equilibrium. Now partial equilibrium means what? It is balance between two market forces. Okay student, what is the two market forces are there? Already yesterday I told you there are the two market forces. We decide of partial equilibrium. So equilibrium is the balance between demand and supply. Demand and supply. So whenever demand and supply is equal, I will show you how it is equal. Just wait. Okay, I will show you one video over there so you will understand. Okay, just wait, let me share. This three thing, whenever it is equal, it is called as partial equilibrium. Okay. Just wait, let me share. Okay. Okay. So whenever the price and demand and supply, both these three things are equal, as we saw, this is the graph. Here it is demand, there is a supply, price. Okay. And when these three things, price, demand, and supply, are equal, so it is a partial equilibrium. Okay, now what we do? We go with our smart code. This is a smart code. Okay. Now just look at this. S for what? Study of individual unit. L for what? Limited scope. A for analysis of market structure. P for price theory. B for based on certain assumptions. U for use of marginalism principle. S for slicing method. And P for partial equilibrium. Now हम इसे लर्न कैसे करेंगे? Okay, how we learn this? Slap, burst, P. Because S for study of individual unit, L for limited scope, A for analysis of market structure, P for price theory, B for based on certain assumption, U for use of marginalism principle, S for slicing method, and P for partial equilibrium. So is this easy to you? Because whenever feature of microeconomic come, you should only remember this word slab burst P. So automatically all the features come in your mind. Okay. So it is easy for you to remember all these things. This is the smart code. Okay. That is importance of microeconomic. So whenever we're talking about importance of microeconomic, here also same thing. That is, you should remember what? Depth bird. Commerce में है ना? You have in commerce depth. Yes or no? Bad depth. Yes. The same as you remember this only, depth bird. Whenever importance of microeconomic come, what you remember? Depth bird. Depth bird means what? I will show you, but before we go with explanation part. Okay. So now whenever we are talking about importance of microeconomic, same, if this question come in your exam, first of all you write with introduction, meaning, then definition, and then importance of microeconomic. Now, okay, price determination. Now when we are talking about price determination, so microeconomic always decide that how the price of different product and various of factor of production. अभी determination, price determination means what? Microeconomic. Why microeconomic is important? Because of price determination. Microeconomic हमेशा प्राइस के बारे में सोचता है. Which price? Product price and factor of production के price के बारे में. Microeconomic always decide about product price and factor of production price. Afterward, next is free trade economic. Now, free trade economic, or we can say that free market economic. Okay. So now free trade economic or free market economic, whatever it is. So microeconomic helps us that free market economic. Now what is free market economic? Free market economic means where the economic decision means what is the produce, हमें कितना प्रोड्यूस करना है, हाउ मच वी शुड प्रोड्यूस, इन तीन चीज़ों के ऊपर डिपेंड होता है. व्हाट इज प्रोड्यूस, हाउ मच टू प्रोड्यूस एंड हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस. एक बिजनेसमैन को in one businessman they should think about this three thing. अगर उसे पता ही नहीं होगा, if he didn't know what should we produce, उसे क्या produce करना है, तो why he running the business? So what to produce is the important thing. How much to produce, हमें कितना produce करना है. ऐसा ना हो कि सप्लाई इज एन नंबर ऑफ सप्लाई, हमारे पास बहुत सारा सप्लाई हो बट डिमांड इज लेस. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. इफ दिस थिंग्स आर गोइंग ऑन तो बिजनेस इज रनिंग इन अ लॉस पोजीशन. सो ऑलवेज बिजनेसमैन थिंक अबाउट हाउ मच टू प्रोड्यूस, हमें कितना प्रोडक्शन करना चाहिए, एंड हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस कैसे करना चाहिए. What things, if for example if you are making any things, any dish in your home, so first of all you go with recipe na. Any new dish, if you are going with any new dish, here sometimes girls are trying I think, and sometimes boys are also trying with new dish. It's not a good, so it is a good thing, you should try the new things. But sometimes what happen when you go with a new dish, तो आप क्या देखते हो? Yes, kaustubh, good. So what you will think कि हमें first of all YouTube पे जाते हो, you will go to the YouTube, you will see how this person YouTuber are making the dish. After then you will take all the thing, you are collecting all the thing what is needed, and after then you started preparing. But sometime what happened, you prepare so much things, so many things, and then your mom shouted on you कि why you are making that much thing, it is unnecessary, जिसकी जरूरत ही. This thing is always happen with businessman also. So how much to produce ये जरूरी है, because if how much to produce nahi hoga, so things, the production what he has decided, this all things are getting waste, and he is on the loss position. Okay, then afterward foreign trade. Yes Manasvi, you can write in a chat box, also. Okay. Okay, now next thing is foreign trade. When we are talking about foreign trade, microeconomic help in explaining various aspects like tariff. The first thing is tariff. Now tariff means what? Tax. Yes, foreign trade, whenever we are talking about foreign trade, the first thing comes in our mind, that is tariff. Okay. So when we are talking about foreign trade, tax, so when you are supplying your goods or when you are importing or exporting your goods, so custom duty, okay student, custom duty. And sometime what happen, octroi means, you know na what is octroi? Toll naka charges. Freight, octroi and freight means what? Toll naka charges. Okay, sometime when, and there are n number of charges are they are taking. Okay, so if you take an example of we are always see about taxes. Tariff means what? Taxes. Okay, on a particular commodity. Afterward, determination of currency exchange rate. Now that is main thing, exchange rate. Okay, Exim Bank is there. Exim Bank means what? Export and import bank. Whenever any person or any businessman want to do a export import, तो पहले तो उसे करेंसी एक्सचेंज करानी होती है. First of all, he should exchange the currency. Okay, student, I want to ask you a question. Is our currency have any value on another countries? हमारे currency का कोई value हो क्या another countries में? If I am giving rupees, 10 rupees note, 10 rupees note in USA, so they will take, no na, yes, they will not accept it, this currency, because they have, if you are going with USA, so they have dollars, they accepting dollars. Okay, if you're going Japan, they are accepting pounds. So if you want to export and import, so what happened? You should, first of all, you should change the exchange. You go with Exim Bank. Exim Bank is there. It is called as Export and Import Bank. Okay, so you go in that bank. Okay, and there are n number of banks are there. They are doing these things of foreign exchange, but they should charge certain interest on that. जब भी वो वैल्यूज मीन्स जब भी वो करेंसी एक्सचेंज करती है बैंक, मीन्स रुपीस के बदले में हमें डॉलर्स देती है, तो वो उनके कुछ इंटरेस्ट होते हैं उसके ऊपर, एंड दे विल चार्ज दैट इंटरेस्ट. तो दिस इज द वेस्ट ऑफ मनी फॉर अस. कहाँ ना कहाँ हमारा मनी उसकी वजह से वेस्ट होता है. आफ्टरवर्ड the things are like tariff, determination of exchange rate. So microeconomic help us. Yes, very good, Anurag. 1000 rupees is equal, yes, dollar 52 42. Okay, fine. So foreign trade, when we are talking about foreign trade, तो ये सारी चीजें microeconomic study करती है. Afterward, basis on welfare economics. So when we are talking about basis on welfare economic, microeconomic explain कि how to optimum utilization of resources means अगर किसी बिजनेसमैन के पास रिसोर्सेस है तो how they can use it. Because in microeconomic we think about individual product, we think about individual businessman. तो एक बिजनेसमैन और को पता है कि एक प्रोडक्ट के लिए कितनी रिसोर्सेज चाहिए. फॉर वन प्रोडक्ट हाउ मच रिसोर्सेज दे नीडेड और यूजफुल, तो उसके हिसाब से वो डिसाइड करने में इजी हो जाता है. सो बेसिस ऑन वेलफेयर इकोनॉमिक मीन्स व्हाट? प्रॉपर यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज एंड बेस्ट अलोकेशन आफ्टर थिंकिंग अबाउट टैक्सेस एंड सोशल वेलफेयर. उसके बाद यूजफुल टू गवर्नमेंट. After that, useful of government. When we are talking about useful of governments, what happens, students? Political interferences. Okay, so when we are talking about useful to governments, so taxation policy हो गई. Afterwards, political interference हो गया. Afterward, public expenditures. Okay, if you take an example of student, if you are running domestic trade also, अगर हम domestic trade भी कर रहे हैं ना in our state also, then also government is, we should pay octroi charges. Octroi means, octroi and freight means what? Toll naka. Okay, we should pay the octroi and freight charges to the government. And not only that, students, public expenditures means taxes. हमें ईयरली टैक्सेस तो पे करने ही होते हैं. वी शुड पे ईयरली टैक्सेस ऑल्सो इफ यू आर रनिंग अ वन बिजनेस. एंड नॉट ओनली दैट स्टूडेंट, नॉट ओनली अबाउट रनिंग अ बिजनेस. इफ वन पर्सन इज एम्प्लॉयड, अगर एक पर्सन एम्प्लॉयड है तो ही शुड एंड ही हैव गेटिंग अ गुड सैलरी, उसके पास गुड सैलरी आ रही है, तो ईयरली ही शुड पे अ टैक्स, इनकम टैक्स, IT रिटर्न्स to the governments. So this is useful to government. So individual person, if you study about individual person, if you study about individual businessman, so in microeconomic it is important that useful to government. हम लोग government कितने taxes लेती है, how much they are charging octroi and freight, it is useful for government to decide all this IT returns, octroi and charges, all this thing. Okay, now last is then because only 5 minutes are left. Okay, next is business decisions. That is last one. Okay, so when we are talking about business decision, so microeconomic theory is useful for businessmen to taking all the important decisions. So when they are taking important decisions related to cost production हो गया, afterward price हो गया, and maximum profit. प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कैसे होना चाहिए,